Some believe that vampire horror movies are purely fictional and have no basis in reality. But the American serial killer Richard Chase proved that vampires can indeed exist. He murdered his victims and drank their blood, inspiring many horror films. Richard Chase was born in 1950 and had a deeply troubled childhood. He grew up in a violent household where his mother often beat him and his father constantly fought with her, even breaking her finger once. This toxic environment caused him severe psychological trauma that shaped his disturbing behavior. As a child, he was strange and cruel, setting fires in forests and torturing animals, especially cats, as a way to release his inner anger. During his teenage years, Richard started using drugs and alcohol. When he sought help from a doctor for his sexual impotence, the doctor told him it was caused by his repressed rage. As time passed, his mental condition worsened. One day, he broke into a hospital, claiming that someone had stolen his pulmonary artery. Doctors diagnosed him with schizophrenia and paranoia. He even moved out of his mother's house because he believed she was trying to poison him. Richard's behavior became more violent. He began hunting animals and birds, killing them and drinking their blood. Neighbors would often see dead rabbits and birds near his apartment window. He was eventually admitted to a psychiatric hospital, but even there, he caught birds, killed them, and drank their blood. Doctors, believing he wasn't a danger to society, but just mentally unstable, released him. Not long after, Richard committed his first murder. A 51-year-old engineer was returning home after shopping for his family. While his wife was in the kitchen preparing dinner, she heard a gunshot. She rushed to find her husband lying in a pool of blood, shot in the head. The police couldn't identify the killer. A few days later, another man named David came home around 6 p.m. and noticed his house was dark. His dog was barking furiously. When he entered, he saw bloodstains on the carpet that led to the bedroom. Inside, he found a horrific scene. His wife's body mutilated, her organs removed, and a bowl filled with blood in the bathroom. It was clear the killer had drunk her blood. In 1978, a woman named Evelyn was waiting for a friend at home. A little girl from the neighborhood noticed something strange and told the neighbors. When they went to check, they found Evelyn's body mutilated and partially eaten. Nearby, her friend was found naked and shot, lying dead on the bed. The FBI and police quickly realized the same person committed all the murders, someone likely mentally unstable and unemployed. After interviewing locals, a woman described a man who had followed her in the market, dirty-faced, wearing a blood-stained orange jacket. That clue led investigators to a gun shop, where they learned the suspect, Richard Chase, had purchased a rifle. Police surrounded his house and arrested him. Inside, they found human flesh in his refrigerator, a blender containing human organs and blood, and a calendar marked with the dates of his murders. During interrogation, Richard spoke about his miserable childhood, the abuse from his parents, and said his first murder happened because his mother refused to visit him on Christmas. In a fit of rage, he drove around and shot randomly at houses, killing his first victim, the engineer, with a bullet to the head. He confessed that he killed his victims to drink their blood. Richard Chase was sentenced to death by gas chamber, but in 1980, before his execution, he committed suicide in prison by overdosing on antidepressants.